Hello. What you're about to see is a video from when I first shot the Uberti 1861 Navy Cimarron to my having sent it off to the repair shop for a warranty repair due to misfires, a loose barrel, and cap suction, and my getting it back and shooting it. Tell me what you think. Hello. Well, I just took it out of the box again. And we'll have another look at it before I load it for the first time. Here it is. Very nice action. 1861 Navy, or the new Navy as it was called back then. The only thing I just happened to notice here is that there's a little bit of wiggle in the barrel. I don't know if you can see it. There's a little bit of a gap that forms. You can pull this up and down a little bit. See. Seems a little excessive to me, but this is how it came out of the factory. And to my understanding online, this is known as the Uberti Short Arbor. But there again, this is how it came, and this is how I'm going to shoot it for the first time. So I'm going to load today. Well, the last of, well, the literal last, the last bullet. This is Buffalo Bullet Company. They don't make these anymore, and for very good reason. They're conical bullets, but at least on my Pieta, they don't go into the chamber very well. They're very difficult. I mean, let me see how they do here, just in trying it out. Excuse me. That happens a lot on the reloading bench. Yeah, see, it doesn't go snug into the chamber. It's almost even with the chamber, and you have to kind of really work at it. So I'm not going to mess around with that for you. I'll probably end up just doing regular round balls, 80 grain round balls that I have here. But honestly, I'm really kind of concerned about this short arbor thing. This is way too much wiggle. And I'm surprised I didn't notice this in the store. But maybe it's okay. Even when you push the wedge in a little more, as far as it'll go, it still doesn't seem to solve the problem. But to my understanding, it's because the arbor is too short and not engaging all the way. But, you know, we'll see. It still feels great. I'm going to give it a shot. So let me get it loaded up and I'll take it down to the berm. Just an additional note, I'm sorry I couldn't show you, but that buffalo round that I just showed you, that conical, 125 grain conical, that actually went in very well. I thought it wouldn't, but it barely went in. It cleared the turn deal here, cleared that corner fine, and seated just enough for the loading lever to push it on down. So different from my 1851 Navy from the year 2000 era, which I understand Uberti is very good about that. But I was really surprised. That's the easiest I've ever seated one of those bullets in the past 15 years since I had that little box. But I loaded 17 grains of GoX 3F behind it. And now I'm going to do the same thing with some 80 grain lead round balls here for the other chambers. So anyway, I just thought I'd note that, just kind of curious. So, okay, all 6 chambers are loaded. One thing that kind of raises my eyebrows a little bit is when I did the round balls, I have so far not noticed a little ring shaved off. Now maybe it's up into the deep hole of the loading lever plunger. I don't know. They don't just fall into the chamber, so there is resistance to them. So I increased for the 80 grain lead ball. I increased the charge from 17 grains with the conical to 21 grains of 3F Go X. Now I'm going to put some just some lube that I made, beeswax and Crisco. I'm going to put that in each chamber, protection. Oh wait, you can't really see it here, but there's a little bit there. There's the lead. It was when I'd rotate the cylinder, it would catch enough of a ring was done so where it would catch on the forcing cone. And I just didn't notice it till just now, messing with it. So anyway, I guess that answers that question. So anyway, moving on. Okay, I just loaded up with CCI, some old CCI, number 11 percussion caps. Very few left in there. And I found that they fit perfectly compared to the Pieta, my old Pieta Navy. With that one, they would fit, but they had a tendency to fall off unless you squeezed them a little bit. And for that, I usually turn to number 10 percussion caps. I just tried putting these on the Uberti, and it wouldn't go on far enough. The cylinder wouldn't rotate. It would obstruct the cylinder. And I had a kind of a challenge getting it off. It's stuck on there pretty good. These are just a little too small for Uberti, apparently. The number 10 percussion caps. Do not get those if you get a Uberti, because they're apparently too small. Get number 11s. So with that, I'm going to take this out back and shoot it, and let's see how it performs. Hello. Well, I'm here with both 1851 Navies, both Colt Navies. The Pieta, which has been cartridge converted. It was cartridge converted by Gary Barnes. Shown this before. And since it's been converted, means I don't have a ball and cap gun until now. And that's the one I just showed you. This one, made by Uberti from Cimarron, Texas. Cimarron Firearms in Fredericksburg, Texas. Sold by Texas Jacks, which I just showed earlier in the video when I was at the store and bought it. I'm back home now, back in Louisiana in the green South. I'm happy to be home. We just drove 16 hours yesterday to get back home. So we're very happy to be back, and I hope you've enjoyed the little video clips I've shared of our trip to New Mexico and West Texas. But here I am going to try this gun out, this 1861 Navy, made by Uberti, sold through Cimarron Firearms, assembled by Cimarron Firearms and sold by Texas Jacks. So we're going to try it out right here, after I get my Confederate Ray-Bans on. All right. Welcome back to the world of ball and cap firearms. A cap got stuck under the hammer. That takes some work to get out. So let me pause. I'll be right back. Okay, cap unjammed. It got stuck under the hammer, and got to watch that. Brings back a lot of memories from shooting the old Pieta. Here we go. Let's keep going. Nothing. Let me give it a few seconds. Nothing. Nothing. One more time. Okay, I'm going to attribute that last one to a bad cap. Those are very old caps. A couple of them had to be taken off the Pieta because they weren't functioning properly, or the gun wasn't functioning right. Maybe that was one that slipped through. I thought I discarded those, but anyway, I have a feeling, based on the fact that the rest of them, we had a lot of misfires there, and looked like about half of them. And I'm going to say that's probably attributed to the fact that the caps were not on as tight as I thought they were. I've gave them a good push with my thumb. They seem pretty snug on there, but apparently not. The gun, I had to lower the sights just a little bit. These open top guns shoot notoriously high. I will say this is this little deal here. I think this is for hooking on a stock if you want to, if I remember right. There's another one on the other side as well. These screws that stick out, they kind of anchor to it, to anchor the stock to it. I believe that's how it works. But compared to the 1851 Navy Pieta, I kept feeling this on my finger and my mind kept thinking it was a percussion cap, a busted percussion cap that was going in between my fingers. It was just kind of annoying me a little bit. It takes some getting used to. But sorry, the camera just stopped filming. I had to make a little room for it. Anyway, I won't lie. I'm a little disappointed, but I think that's attributed more to my supply. I mean, these old caps, and the fact that I wasn't really able to. Maybe there may be some grease down in there from the factory in the nipples that I wasn't able to really clean out because I didn't take the time to take the gun apart because I wanted to try it out firsthand. Maybe it's my fault, but I don't know. It's not the kind of first performance you want in a new firearm. I won't lie there, but I'll blame myself more than anything else. I am a little bit concerned about, well, there is still a little bit of a wiggle, but not like before. It's probably because it's gummed up with powder. That still is a little bit of a concern to me. Still, the shots that did go off, I'll take you down here to the target to show. So there we go. It's got 1, 2, 3, and I think the other one was let's see, looks like the other two were, the first one was definitely a miss. I didn't hear anything, and when the camera winked out, I went down and checked it, and it wasn't hit because I was aiming too high, I guess. Took a little getting used to, but still, I mean, for where I was aiming right here, I had to lower the target a lot, and still it's an okay grouping. But I'm going to do some more videos with this gun later. Still, it's a beautiful gun. The action feels real good, and I'm gonna get some fresh supplies for this because it's been a while since I've shot ball and cap. I'm gonna get some fresh supplies for this and see if I can't get it to perform a little bit better. So I appreciate your watching. I'm sorry the performance wasn't as good as I'd hoped, but still, great gun. Check out Texas Jack's Firearms. Go by and see them in Fredericksburg, Texas. They got a great selection of these kinds of guns and more. Good Old West Outfitter store. Check them out. Appreciate your watching. Thank you.